Good evening, kids.
Howdy.
We tried to discover a little something to make us sweeter.
Oh, baby, refrain.
So in love with you
I'll be forever blue.
that you give me no reason.
Why you making me work so hard?
That you give me no, that you give me no, that you give me no, that you give me no soul. I hear you calling. Oh, baby, please give a little respect to me. Ooh,
The Todd.
I actually probably could have hit that note, but it would have been like sad, and I would rather just like fuck it up intentionally than make it just, pitiful. So today we're going to be talking about respect. Sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me. That's a different song. Shit. Quite a few songs about respect. I don't know if I have a favorite. What's your favorite one? I started to think about Pantera. What do you say?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. We have a point to this video, I promise.
We do?
Yeah, it's not a circle. So it has a point.
But a cone has a point.
That's a 3D
And
object here. See, a sphere is not a circle. See, like the ancient Hebrews knew. They had a word for sphere, but they used circle. People who are supposed to be defending the word of God fell for the sphere thing. Because the Bible says circle. Makes perfect sense to me.
Circle, circle, dot, dot. Now I got my cootie shot.
Even though actually just a couple pages away is mentioning the name ball.
Bum, bum, bum.
See, ball kind of has the whole world just being mean to each other. And being impolite. And generally rude. Especially like, for instance, if you want to debate a scientific theory like the flat earth, for instance, primarily what you get called is stupid and crazy. That's very productive. It's a good debate. Yes. It's respectful, as it is. So, we just wanted to make a video about how to be respectful. General manners. How to have manners. How to be considered to be a polite person. How to do unto others as if, you gave a crap what they would do unto you.
Remember the golden rule.
Wow. There is a kitten over there just brutally attacking her mommy's tail while she sleeps. Okay, squirrel. Alright, so speaking of kittens getting raised, I think the first thing you got to realize about being respectful of other people is that not everybody was raised right. Not everybody was raised with the same values that you were raised with. Not everybody was raised with the same advantages or hardships that built your character. So you got to take everybody for who they are and respect everybody else's walk in life individually. And, assumption is the mother of all fuck-ups, okay? Assuming makes an ass of you and me. And if you go assuming that you know something about some people when you don't, you're the one who's going to be judged for that. You're the one who's in error. I just realized we don't have the backlighting on.
That's okay. Cute kittens. Yeah.
I can't see the cute kitten.
Yeah, that's true. Unfortunately, y'all love these kittens. In fact, you should check out the other videos because we have kitten videos up.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all can tell this yet, but this is not a Hollywood studio.
No, this is our bedroom.
We are not trying to make a production here.
No.
We are two people who have a hell of a story to tell because we've been around for a really long time. And like, hey, check this out, okay? I remember when she was little, she had this weird little constellation thing that I remember from like the Joseph's Dream painting. And it's on her arm right there.
Hold on, I have to save
and if you take that and like these little 3 dots on my right arm and combine them, I can't hold the damn camera right.
I have to save the kitten from being
basically, it makes like a little Masonic symbol there. That's kind of cool, I guess. Live from our bedroom, it's Sunday night.
The kittens keep chewing the light cords.
Okay, well, you hiss and you swat their head. You know? That's not doing it good. What are you doing? Oh, yeah, now they'll just have to jump to swat the light cord, so it'll just come tumbling down. Beautiful.
The walls. Sorry. So yes, not a production studio, our bedroom. And the only reason this makeup is on is because it's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
And we went to a little party. Expected a bunch of pictures to be taken. Didn't get any pictures taken.
There's usually, hey, the girls were actually in some pictures. Apparently we were outside for that.
She put a lot of effort in the makeup, expecting photos to be taken.
Oh, did a video instead. Not wasted.
There was a pregnant girl there and a girl that got a baby. And she took the baby. Pregnant girl rested. Mother rested. And she was just goo goo gaga the whole time with the baby.
Shut up. This baby fever is real. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
All right, so leadership here.
Leadership, yes. Respect.
Respect the leadership. Wait.
Respect my authority.
Go from Adam Sandler to South Park. Yeah, that's, we're on a roll here. Okay, these kittens are not. It's not fair. Now we have a cat that's just attacking sheets, just viciously and with great fervor.
And she's the quiet one.
Yeah, she's the quiet one. Okay.
Respect.
Oh yeah, we're uploading this shit. We don't fucking care.
Like we said, this isn't a production studio. What you see is what you get.
Oh god, it's too fucking cute. Hold on.
Those are the sisters.
Okay, so anyway. I don't even know if that's showing. I was in there facing it right towards the damn light. We have, fancy studio lighting in the form of a $5 Home Depot work light hanging from a laundry hamper. Oh yeah. Fancy shit here.
Big ball.
But what we do have is, several thousands of years of experience in how to guide people. So, frankly, you should tolerate the silliness. So, aside from the most important thing of just taking other people with love, I guess you could call it respect other people, Jeez, that's being a little too general. But the fact that not everybody has the same background as you, not everybody has had the same opportunities to learn lessons as you. Some people might just need to be shown a certain light so that they can, have that realization. Really, I never thought of it that way. Like just basic manners, rules that their parents might not have taught them, And the next thing comes to mind, respect yourself. Respect yourself, especially around strangers. You know, like people don't know a very, very simple rule of social interaction when dealing with a tense situation or a disagreeable situation is that if you think the thing should be able to be resolved peacefully or the issue should be understandable, all you need to do to relax the person is smile. Hey, can you take a look at this for me? As opposed to, hey, can you take a look at this? One already stresses the other person out. The other says, okay, this is a person who needs my help. And you know what? Deep down, most people like to help other people. That's just a fact. So bear that in mind when you may not need help from somebody. Maybe it's their fault. Maybe it's something you want to point out that they did wrong. But smiling relaxes people. Speaking clearly relaxes people. Speaking properly relaxes people. If you are just, talking to a stranger, don't talk don't speak with your normal banter. Don't speak the way you do around your friends, around your boys, around your cousins, It's it's a sign of intelligence that you understand that you're in the real social world and you need to speak in a way that can be generally understood efficiently.
Articulation is good too, especially when you're on the phone. God, I can't tell you how many people call up at work, can't understand a word they're saying. I'm not gonna give an example, but yeah, articulation is good. Helps people understand what it is that you actually want from them. They don't have to guess, trying to figure out what you're saying.
So, another thing, be mindful of when other people are distracted. A lot of conflicts arise just because one person has something on their mind and they don't notice and they do something rude on accident. Be mindful of preoccupation. Some people are preoccupied with something, and while it might be something vain, it might be something important. You know, you might think, "Oh, that motherfucker wasn't looking where he's going because he's an asshole." Maybe he's not looking where he's going because he just found his wife has cancer. You don't fucking know that. So act like a civilized human being. Okay? Now, like self-respect, um, also about appearance.
Okay.
Like you going out in public, wear fucking, a shirt, for instance. And let's see. Let's do the white versus black thing here. I know a lot of racist white guys think that they're justified just because black people, or no, not black people, like 2% of young African males still do the fucking early 90s thing with the sagging britches. Okay. You know what? I know a lot more big fat rednecks with sleeveless shirts that don't need to be wearing them than I do brothers wearing the britches too low.
And
okay,
it's
so
not...
how about y'all leave me out of this and make an agreement with each other, like rednecks and brothers from the hood need to like get together and like agree. Okay, y'all pull your britches up and we'll stop wearing these ugly ass shirts.
But it's not just...
I'm just being funny. But you know what I'm saying.
It's not just brothers with the britches, though. I work in Mid-City Baton Rouge, and I see just as many white boys with their butts hanging out. Oh my god. I don't need to see what color drawers you wearing. It's Wednesday, Gary. I don't need to know that. I mean, that's just... It's uncomfortable. Standing behind somebody at the gas station in line. Oh, God.
The lost begotten is more helpful than Janet. Yeah, and women too.
Oh, God.
Stop letting your titties hang out. Like what the fuck is wrong with people today? 20, 30 years ago, people were criticized on music videos for what bitches be wearing on the street every fucking day now. You look like a 1980s hooker. What are you doing?
It's not okay. It's not. Look, and ladies, I love that fashion is a part of who we're supposed to kind of be. It's fun. But when you go to work, when you're working and you work in a professional office, yeah, he's laughing, but like I deal with this. When you're working in a professional office, these little tube top jumper short one piece things that are back in style from, I guess, what was it, like the 60s or the 70s when they originally came out?
Yeah.
If I have to be worried
before they discovered STDs,
right? If I have to be worried about seeing your coochie when you bend over in front of my desk, when you're wearing a sweater that is longer than your skirt.
Spandex isn't pants. Tights are not pants.
Leggings. These jeggings, they're not pants, ladies. And if you're going to wear them, you're supposed to wear a very long shirt with them. If you're going to wear them at all. Not work appropriate. Not, unless you're a hooker. Are you a hooker?
And let me get down to some deeper reasons why this right quick. Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but like, okay, I don't mean to give any credit to the Muslim or any similar female oppression when I say this, but bear in mind that, and this goes for men too, like really athletic men who just like to show their shit off all the time. Why are you insisting on tempting people who are married at their jobs? Why are you insisting on, if you're not trying to attract somebody, why wouldn't you be responsible and, just not try to be a distraction or an object, okay? If you're not trying to attract somebody, why objectify yourself?
And that's what you're doing. You're objectifying
And if
yourself.
you are trying to attract someone, guess what? You're going to attract the wrong kind of person. If you want to dress slutty or if you want to dress like a fucking gigolo or whatever and go and get a bunch of STDs, do that at night at a bar where it's appropriate-ish, ish.
But work is definitely not the place to be wearing these kind of outfits, ladies. It's not.
And that includes somebody else's work. Because like I said, people away from their spouses 8-10 hours a day. And people are human. And you don't need to be...
Sorry.
You don't need to be getting bad karma for yourself by causing other people to have stray thoughts. And I'm not... Women should not be Muslims. Women should not be covered. Okay? They should be decent. I think, if you go back about 100 years in this country, I think we had it about right. But I'm a little old-fashioned, But I still know... I went to college with girls who were Pentecostal and Mormon and dressed perfectly, wore long skirts, and they look cute. Okay, these are the type of girls that the real good guys would just go batshit over because, wow, she's really, wait, something clicking in my brain. She's not a whore. Oh my God, it's a girl that's not a whore. And the guys will be like intimidated because you'll be so attractive.
The whole phrase, why buy the cow? You can get the milk for free. Ladies, that's what you're doing. You're showing what you got.
You giving them the milk, you giving them ice cream, you giving them butter, you giving them some fucking shoes and a jacket.
Cheese.
And they ain't bought shit.
But that's what you're doing. You're already showing what you have. You're putting what you have out there. What happened to that being a mystery? Yeah. What happened to that being a mystery? You can look, I'm 5'11", almost 6 feet tall. First of all, I will admit, it is hard to go shopping for myself. Because while I am 5'11", almost 6 foot tall, whatever, 5'11 and a half, I cannot find pants that are long enough in my size because I wear a size 7. And I am all legs.
Don't worry, I don't look that much taller than you. My chair's like 3 inches shorter.
That, yeah, I'm all legs. My torso's tiny. But I still find a way to dress appropriately for work. I work with a bunch of females, and now 2 men, because we just hired a guy to work in the office, which is kind of weird. But, oh, and this gentleman comes to work every day in dress pants and a dress shirt, and half the time in a tie. We work in a law office. That's appropriate.
And he gonna hire you, and you gonna come wearing freaking yoga pants.
Right, yoga pants are not appropriate for work. Unless you teach in yoga. Are you teaching yoga? If you work in a law office, you're not.
They're tights with an extra waistband. You think you found an excuse to be a whore, but you're not fucking fooling anyone. You're a whore.
Can I
stop being a whore? Stop.
I want to point out one more thing too. This is just something that I noticed the other day. We have a lot of clients. I work for a debt collection law office, and one of our clients, he very older gentleman, fought in Vietnam, runs his own business, wonderful guy. I went in with my sister to co-sign on a loan for her, and he took one look at my driver's license and couldn't believe how old I was. This is the face of a 30-year-old woman who did not spend 15 years of her life caking on foundation and makeup.
Yeah, me neither. No makeup. This is all natural.
My point being, it has been proven that caking makeup on your face ages you. You're blocking your pores and causing your skin to just age. I get it when you're older, but you 15 and 16 and 17 and early 20-year-old girls, you do not need to cake that much makeup on your face. Puberty is normal. Everyone gets zits.
What you need to do is, they say save virginity for that special guy. If you're one of those people that are on that path, you're amazing. Okay? You're amazing, and everybody should freaking bow to your willpower. But there are still some other things that you can save for your special guy. And one is your best appearance. Why would you sit there and look your best for some guy you hardly even know? Do you want them to get to know what's on the outside, or do you want them to get to know what's on the inside? You want them to be sitting there, "She looks like a model. I'm going to say whatever I have to say to get in her pants." Or do you want them to just see you? See what your mother and father created. See the beautiful person that's actually there instead of some fucking facade. And then, if that turns out to be the right person, once they already know you, you can just blow them away with like an extra level of pretty. And they'll just be like, and it'll be cute because it won't be just some fucking guy being like, "Duh, pretty girl." It'll be the guy that you know and love already, suddenly at a whole new level of, "Oh, I'm a looking man."
But not only that, ladies, but think about it this way. How many times are you really going to wake up before your man does in the morning, run to the bathroom, put your makeup on, and run back to bed?
Bro.
He's going to see you without your makeup on and your hair all messed up eventually. Let him see it in the beginning, because if he sticks around, he's worth it. And if he doesn't, then, well, screw him, because he's not.
And I hate to overstate the obvious, but he ain't wearing no fucking makeup. Where's the balance in the force?
Right. We as women paint ourselves up and do ourselves up. We wear push-up bras, high heels to make ourselves look taller, push-up bras and padded bras to make our breasts look bigger, sucking in, wearing Spanx to make our ass look bigger, to suck in our... Really? Really, be yourself.
Meanwhile, a guy got to wear a suit so he can look rich like the other rich guys. And that's all he's got to do is look rich. You just got to look like you rich. As rich as you can richness. You're rich as rich. That's it. Made perfect sense.
But it's respecting yourself. And when you force yourself to be fake and all made up and pretend you're lying to yourself. You are. I'm sorry, but it's the truth.
And also, it creates in you a preemptive, self-conscious clusterfuck in your head. Because by spending so much time on your outward appearance, that's what you're going to be focused on during the date or whatever happens to be the occasion. You're going to be wondering what they think of how you look. And you're going to be you're going to be approaching it like a predator and calculating. And God is love. If you want love, trust in God. Period. Okay? That's the top level of advice.
Not only that too, but you also have to bear in mind that also causes the root of jealousy. Think about it. You're with a guy 5, 6, 7 years. You start to fall into a routine. Sean, know that my husband here, he'll tell me, baby, you're starting to wear sweatpants around the house a whole lot. Because you get comfortable. And you know what? I work.
You still got dresses, don't you, babe?
And I mean, you do. And I'm not berating people for wearing sweatpants all the time. God knows I love my sweatpants, my yoga pants. Winter. But anyway, the seeds of jealousy come from there because eventually you get comfortable and you do stop caring about your outward appearance. But you've been with a guy for so long who has seen you do nothing that the moment a pretty little young girl walks by, what's the first thing you're going to think? Oh, he was looking at her. And then you're suspicious. And then you get the notion in your head, oh, he must be cheating, so it's okay for me to be cheating. He's looking for somebody else. Maybe I should look.
Before the relationship even started, worrying about being pretty, and then you forgot how to be pretty once the relationship started. See? Focus on like guys, man. Stop getting out of shape once you get married, guys. You man, if you need something to lift your wife. Pump that iron, son.
It's good exercise.
Right? Like, a married man is supposed to be the defender of his household. He is supposed to stay in absolute top condition, at least until his children are grown and move out. Okay? At least until, if you have daughters, that they have men that can protect them. Okay? For you to be sitting there, you're a married man, and you come home and just fucking drink beer and sit on a couch. What's your excuse? What's your purpose other than that damn feeder bar you're hitting for your paycheck? Go do something with your kids. Go do something with your wife. Go do something to get some exercise for your body and your soul.
Exercise with your. Do you men know how many of your wives and girlfriends would be absolutely ecstatic if you went to go work out with them? What a concept. You can help keep each other on track.
Yeah, that's another thing too. A lot of men like to get out of shape and then complain about their wives. You want an avenue to get your wife to work out and look better without getting in trouble? How about you fucking suggest that you go work out together? Hey, baby, we're getting old. We should take better care of ourselves. This is about being respectful. Be respectful of your spouse. Okay? When you want to address a problem, address it as a mutual problem. Because if you go on attacking your spouse, you're attacking yourself. So you might as well face that to begin with and not cause a fucking argument. So then maybe could actually work together to solve the problem.
Speaking of respect for your spouse, here's another good one. I know a lot of families these days have 2 working parents. nowadays it's more common for men to stay at home while the woman goes out and works because it's kind of easier. I'm sorry, Walker, I didn't mean to kick you in the face.
Especially with all the war veterans we got home.
You need to show appreciation for what your spouse does. Even if you're the one that stays home and your spouse works, both of y'all should show appreciation for the other one. One spouse works, and usually every job I've ever had has been stressful as hell. It's always something going wrong at work, whether it be a coworker or your boss just being an asshole that day. The spouse that stays home, if you have kids, the kids are taken care of, are fed, your house is clean. That takes a lot of effort. I've done the stay-at-home mom thing. That's, whew. You know, I think stay-at-home moms just shop all day and sit around and watch TV. No. Dinner, there's cleaning, there's making sure the laundry's done. We don't have a dishwasher.
It's 10 hours of work broken up across about 18 hours. 10 hours of solid work.
But regardless of what you do, be appreciative. Show, and don't just be appreciative. Express your appreciation. Show that you appreciate what your spouse does for you. Because believe it or not, even if you look at your spouse as being lazy, they're not. I promise you. They do something. And that's encouraging because nothing is worse than working your butt off.
And if they're depressed and they seem lazy, remember that you love them. Remember that it's our problem. It's your mutual problem. And that people don't just fucking give up on life without a reason. Sometimes people get confused with news stories. Sometimes people get just disillusioned about their family life, about politics. You never know what's going on in somebody's head that could just have them open about the house. So don't jump to conclusions. Be respectful.
Issues.
Health issues too. Somebody could have a straight iron imbalance and not have any energy. And you know, if it's your husband or your wife, you know, I talk to them about it. Ask if they want to go see a doctor about the way they've been feeling. You know, ask them what they've been eating. Make sure they've been eating right, because diet has a big deal on it. And just to let you know, if your energy level is low, check out your iron content, especially if you're a poor pale white person like us. Yeah, we don't have that. I don't know. Whatever it is that darker skinned people can absorb iron so well, we're not so fucking good at it apparently.
But you know, it's also
no iron in the snow up there.
It's also up to you to talk to your spouse or to your significant other or to somebody close to you when there is a problem. Because bottling it all up, mind reading is not something everybody has. That humans aren't born with it. You know, if you keep everything bottled up and you don't say what's wrong with you and what's going on, it's going to turn to hatred. And you're going to explode one day. And that's not good.
Yeah, don't keep stuff bottled up on the highway either. You need to turn right, put your blinker on. Don't keep that bottled up.
Right.
Put your blinker on before you put your brake on. Put your blinker on before you let off the gas. Give people a chance to back up off your ass before you slam on your brakes. You know? But man, traveling. If people learn to be more respectful on their daily commute, everybody's work days would go a whole lot better. Okay? Like, and there's rules that need to be obeyed in car traffic the same way they need to be obeyed in pedestrian traffic. Just like walking around a store, walking in and out of a restaurant. You know, people don't realize you shouldn't be like, you know, lashing your bass in your car. Same thing is like you're walking into a line and you're supposed to be talking to some people and you got some headphones in. Save your headphones for when you're jogging and doing stuff. You're around people that might need to talk to you. Take at least one headphone out of your head. Pay attention to the freaking world around you. It's respectful. Okay. See, like and bass is for the highway. If you're in a residential area and you are thumping your freaking bass, I don't care if it's the middle of the day. Some people work nights. I hope somebody throws a rock through your fucking windshield. Like, seriously. Save your bass for the highway and for the car show. Otherwise, you're just being obnoxious and you absorbing more bad karma than, man, I mean, you're literally driving around having people just fucking wish you would die. Why would you do that to yourself? You really think you're immune to that? You think you're immune to all those different people praying that bad things happen to you because you want to fucking thump your bass music and fucking like, oh. I'm actually using notes. Looking down. Organization in fucking 35 minutes. We've actually managed to cover a lot of different things. Oh, fancy that. Silliness. Yeah, despite the kitten. Oh, look, they're all sleeping with the mama and nursing. Hold up. Look at that cuteness. Okay, that's enough. Sitting there boasting of how organized you're being, had to mess it all up by being completely ADD with the kid. That's good. Makes perfect sense to me. That's easy for me to say. Okay. I don't have a camera launch. So, let me just grab my notes here. Some things that people seem to have forgotten about manners, to me. It's not polite to lurk in doorways. When you enter a room, enter the fucking room. Don't see somebody as soon as you're there and stop and talk to them, and then people are trying to walk and fucking have to walk around you and causing a traffic jam on your feet. Do not stand in or near a doorway. Not only is it rude and disrespectful, but it's actually a safety hazard. Because guess what? If there's a fire or anything like that, and you in the doorway and everybody goes charging for it, you just became a doormat. Same thing as with traffic. What's with the rubbernecking? If you ain't gonna stop and help them people, don't slow down and look. Is that?
Not only that, you slowing down to look, probably going to cause an accident behind you, which I witnessed going to work the other day. They, apparently, on Friday, on my way to work, an 18-wheeler had hit a car, which in turn hit two other cars. A couple miles up the road from my exit that I get, and, that I get off at. And I hadn't heard about this accident, but I passed two more on the way, which was obviously people not paying attention, or, there was a 3-car accident. I'm watching, and I'm way over in the left lane, and the accident is in the right lane, and I'm watching people looking, and then bam, another rear end. Don't stop to look. It's a safety hazard. My God, I mean, cops were already there, but damn, really?
And I remember that lady, she's just getting on the highway. She going 55 miles an hour in a 60. People in the left lane going 75 miles an hour. And she done merged straight over into that left lane.
Going 55.
Didn't even make an attempt to accelerate. Caused an entire, we made it by her because she got over and I saw an opening, and I have, a fully built Honda VTEC. So, I was gone, son. But I look at my rear view, man, just a cluster of people slamming on their brakes because of this one lady who just didn't want to be respectful. Okay? And one thing that most people don't think about. When you cause everyone to slow down on the highway, then they all have to speed up again. Cumulatively, this wastes millions of dollars worth of fuel every month in your town alone.
Not to mention the emissions that come out.
Exactly. Exactly. You are destroying the planet and causing the Middle East conflict. You know, like gas prices, like how many different ways is wasting fuel bad? All of those things, you're doing them when you fucking rubberneck or when you're disrespectful, cut somebody off and cause people to slam on their brakes.
While we're on the driving and being respectful, whatever's going on your cell phone is not more important than you driving safely. Oh my god. Just know. In my last video, I mentioned about being on my way back home from New Orleans and watching a lady almost veer into the guardrail because her cell phone was more important than paying attention to the curvature on the interstate.
Parents, there are plenty of compilations on YouTube that show the dangers of driving while using a cell phone, that show how dangerous the road is to begin with. And I suggest before you let your children go on the road that you let them watch this, because people aren't afraid enough on the road in general.
No.
People really take their car control for granted until it's too late. And it's kind of sad. Just the sheer amount of deaths that happen every single day in this country just so people can get to work in the fucking morning is ridiculous. And it's only being caused because people aren't respectful of each other. So, another thing is people in a hurry. Be mindful of people who are in a hurry. 9 times out of 10, they're just a jackass. But there might be a pregnant lady in that car. There might be somebody with a really bad toothache trying to get to the emergency room. I've been there.
Could be somebody bleeding out trying to get to the hospital.
Right? Or maybe they got a struggle. Maybe they're on their way to work and they've been late and this is their last chance to be on time. Maybe they ain't had a job for 3 months and they trying to make it to that interview right on time.
Maybe they're on their way to court to fight for their kids.
You just never know. And don't assume and give yourself an excuse, a lie of an excuse to be disrespectful. Chances are when you're being disrespectful, you just told yourself a lie that was based on an assumption. Like I said, assumption is the mother of all fuck ups. Assuming makes an ass of you and me. So, people going fast, people going slow. How about people going slow? If somebody's going the speed limit and, you know, they're not slowing down because you're approaching. Like, it's one thing if you getting even near something. Like, I'll be 10 car lengths behind somebody and coming up on them, about ready to ease off and get my even pace behind them. Okay, my safe distance, safe following distance. Okay, and they start to slow down. Why? Why are you fucking slowing down just because somebody behind you? You're a fucking evil, cunty, douchebag, shitting, fucking platypus turd. Like, okay, but if somebody's not just being a fucking petty little shitty person, if somebody's not being a dick, and they just need to go the speed they need, maybe their fucking car don't go no faster. Maybe their car missing a gear. Maybe their car's
almost out of gas.
Almost out of gas. Maybe they're just poor and don't want to waste gas. Or maybe they don't feel safe because they got brains and they're at their skill level and they don't want to go no faster. Don't be riding people's ass because they want to go a certain speed. And you know, even if they slowing down on you, did riding their ass ever do no good? Did riding their ass ever do any fucking good? All it does is create an unsafe situation. Make your heart rate get bad. Make your nerves get bad. It's fucking you up. Ain't doing nothing to them. They're in their car laughing at your dumbass for riding their ass. And they obviously ain't in a hurry.
Oh, and by the way, if you hit them from behind, you're going to get the ticket for following too closely.
Right.
Just saying.
Right.
And merging. Can we talk about merging? Because this drives me absolutely crazy.
Well, one more thing about following too high. Trucks, get your ass away from them fucking cars. Seriously.
Before we get into merging.
Cars can stop faster than trucks, for starters. Second off, your bright ass lights beaming in people's fucking windows, that's bad karma. And I hope you fucking get testicular cancer for it.
Speaking of the brights, which is what I wanted to get into before the merging, your brights hurt people's eyes when you're driving towards someone, or if you're behind. Oh, for the love of God!
How much of a chicken shit are you that you need to fucking flood the whole goddamn forest with light? You chicken shit, skillless fucking bastard. Okay, like chicken shit. Fucking be a man and use your fucking eyes and use your skills and navigate through the goddamn road without trying to see the rabbits on the side of it. You know, like, what are you doing with all them damn lights on your big ass fucking stupid truck?
It's not that too. Bitter. But like when you're behind somebody, don't ride with your brights on. That reflects out of their mirror and into their eyeballs. Okay, not everybody who wears glasses can afford the glare-resistant glasses.
What you're doing is making it harder for them to drive, so they're going to have to slow down because they can't fucking see.
Yeah. I can't tell you how many times I've
And then you're going to get closer, and then they're going to slow down fucking more.
I've done it. I've slowed down on purpose because a big-ass truck behind me. I drive a little Scion XB, okay? It's a little bit bigger than a car, but not quite the size of a small SUV.
I got EBC brakes. I will straight lock up my tires in front of your dumbass.
Fog, too. Fog and rain. Put your damn lights on.
If your wipers are wrong, your lights should be on.
That's in the state of Louisiana. I haven't researched to see if that's everywhere, but in the state of Louisiana, if your goddamn windshield wipers are on, your headlights should be on. And if you drive a silver or a gray frickin' car, you need to always have your damn lights on in the car and in the rain and in the fog, okay? I cannot see you in a silver or gray frickin' car coming out at me in the fog.
And see, if you T-bone someone when they pulled out in front of you in the fog because you didn't have your lights on, they have the right to get out of their car and slay you. I think that's like in Exodus. Yeah, dude.
It's ridiculous, and again, it's a respect thing. You know, you got to respect the other drivers on the road. Put your lights on so they can see you.
If you don't know love, you don't know God. No. You know, and like, what amuses me the most and pisses me off the most at the same time is that most of these people who are just fucking dicks on the road are the fucking right wing, I'm a Christian so I'm better fucking types of people. You're a Christian? Really? So why do you just constantly act with hatred? Your political views are based on hatred. The way you treat everybody is based on hatred. But you just get to be a Christian? Because why? Because you think a happy thought so you get to fly?
Saint Neverland.
I believe that Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, so I get to go to heaven no matter what I fucking do, no matter how I treat people. You think? Really? You think? You might be wondering what kind of hard lessons you'd have to learn before you should be so fucking privileged. Because believe me, there are many, many paths to teach you those fucking lessons. Silly little children. So, before we reach an hour, oh my god, an hour video. Well, hey, it's us. So, people will probably be watching it. We've been waiting about 2,000 years for us to come back. Bonus round. Table manners. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I just burped. Right? That's fucking burpy. Excuse me. That's manners. You try to minimize the burp if you're at a dinner table. If you're, at a card table, you try to maximize the burp. Yeah. Or, if you're around a Morris, then you try to burp as loud and long as possible. If you can say your alphabet forwards and backwards during the burp, you have esteemed yourself in a Morris environment.
Projection is key.
My dad was a burper. And my dad just loved to burp. I have sisters that burp better than me. I'm like the burping black sheep of the family. But man, I can cut a fart like you wouldn't believe.
I've been ran out of the bed in the middle of the night in a dead sleep before.
There a fucking pterodactyl in the house? What the hell?
California barking spider.
Table manners, leadership. Table manners. So, table manners are just seem to be kind of lost on people. Finish chewing your food before you say something. When you're chewing your food, try to keep your mouth as closed as possible.
Keep your elbows off
then you
the
swallow.
table.
If you have to say something, it's always best to take a sip of a beverage to clear the food out of your fucking teeth before you start speaking. You should have your elbows off the table. Your forearms should be at the edge of the table. Okay? You don't go like this and be like, yeah. Okay? Elbows off the table. I don't even know why, but just do it. They have these things called napkins too.
Handy little devices.
You take your napkin and you stretch it out and you put it in your lap. And then if some food falls, it does not fall on your lap.
And then you can go back to work and look like a person who actually knows how to eat.
Yeah. When the lady of the household, guys, when your lady stands up at the table to use the restroom, to do anything, you stand up too. It's respectful. And when she gets back, pull the chair back out for her. Most people know open the fucking door for people. Not enough people do it. And I hardly ever see people do what my crippled ass does with a cane, leaning up against the door and waiting a couple extra seconds for that person who's just a few extra feet away. Okay? If I can do it, you can do it, man.
Say hi to Tiger Lily. Look, you're on TV.
Mm-hmm.
She was clawing on my skirt.
So, those table manners, keep them in mind, especially on a business lunch. If you're eating near your coworkers, even, you want them to have respect for you. Remember that people watch you when you're eating, okay? And if you eat like an uncivilized person, they will think less of you, whether they want to or not. It's a subconscious thing, okay? When you don't have manners, indicates a lack of respect for other people. And when you disrespect people, they disrespect you. Hope everyone found this informative and stimulating. Please like and subscribe. We will not be doing many hour-long videos like this. Thank you to anyone who made it this long.
Good job.
Hope you enjoyed it, and we hope that if you know anybody who needs to learn some manners, and they're otherwise good people, send me this video. Maybe we'll have an impact on their demeanor.
Maybe.
Peace.
Bye.